Hey pages, welcome back to another video. Today I'm reviewing a subscriber slime shop. This is Sprinkles in Slime, and of course if you are interested in checking them out, I will leave a link to their shop in the description down below, and if you want your shop reviewed, I also leave my business email in the description. Besides the slimes, I was also sent a thank you card and some candy, and here are the slimes that they sent. They all come in these clear screw top lid containers with their slime shop logo on the top. Please don't mind the fact that I dropped that one, and the slime name on the side. Starting off the review, this is orange juice, which is a clear slime that is unscented. One thing that I wanted to touch on, which is the topic for most of the slimes in this review, is that they are hard to get out of the containers. I do like that the way that the containers look, they are very pretty, and I think that they just look good, but just for customer convenience, I would definitely recommend investing in different containers. That way you can have ones that are just a lot easier to remove slime from. Back to the slime, I love the way it looks. It is so vibrant in color and I love it. Like, I'm not usually someone that likes orange, but I'm kind of warming up to it, and this is definitely helping because I think it looks gorgeous, especially with the glitters. I feel like that heightens the experience and just makes it look that much better. The charm is also adorable. The texture of the slime is dense and smooth. I really like the way it feels. It's not like a normal clear slime. Like, it has a lot more smoothness to it and not as much tackiness, which is amazing for a clear slime. I really appreciate that. It also has little to no residue, which is also an amazing thing for clear slime. This slime stretches well, it's fun to poke, and overall it is fun to play with. Definitely one that I wish I had a bigger amount of so I could really play with it. Like, I've got some fat hands, okay? They're not even big hands, they're just kind of chubby hands. And so when I can get my hands on a bigger amount of slime, it's always just a better experience for me. And this one is definitely one that I wish I had more of because I definitely enjoyed playing with it. I would say that it is a very good clear slime. And I'm going to give this one 4.9 out of 5 pajamas. The only thing that can be improved on is the tackiness. While there isn't like a lot, I would say there is a bit more than what I would say is tolerable. Next up, this is Lemon Drop, which is a foam slime that is scented like candy. To me, this slime smells like a sweet lemon dessert and not like overly lemony or anything. It's definitely on the sugary side, which I actually really like. It's not really like a scent I've smelled before. With a lot of lemony scents, they're like more on the cleaning side and stuff, but this one definitely smells a lot more bakery-ish. I would say that the slime needs more base. The beads are kind of taken over, and then as I stretch it, it kind of like strings out, which is another like indication that it needs more base, but that's kind of just really an opinion, I guess, because it does stretch just fine, and if you want it to be a more packed foam, that's fine. I'm just saying that I think it would benefit more from more base. Also, the base color is really pretty, which is another shocker to me because yellow is my least favorite color, but this just looks really good, and I honestly love the way it looks. The slime is very crunchy and it's satisfying to squish because of all the beads and stuff. The bubble pops are very light and crispy, which are some of my favorite bubble pops. I just like the way that they feel. The only thing that I would like to say is that the beads do fall out, as you can see, which I'm playing with it. Sometimes it can be the slime base. Usually you need a thicker base to hold in beads, which this definitely feels like it's a thinner base, and sometimes it's the beads themselves. So you could try different beads, or you could try having a thicker base, which you can accomplish with clear slime or glue all. So I'm going to give this one 4.2 out of 5 pajamas. The third slime for review is Berry Bear. This is an icy slime that is scented like grape. And another thing that I wanted to touch on, you could see on the top where the label was, it looked like there was a previous sticker there. So I don't know if these containers were reused or something like that, which I'm actually okay with as long as they're cleaned and washed and stuff like that. I'm okay with reusing containers because it's not that big of a deal. But I would say if you're going to do that, to try and make sure that you get everything off of it previously. That way it's just kind of sanitary and clean and it looks nice. Back to the slime. This slime smells like grape, but like it's so hard to describe, but like it was so nostalgic for me because this is like a grape marker scent. I used to have these markers when I was a kid that were like all colorful and stuff, like they were like one solid color, but they'd have like the purple one would have pictures of grapes on it and stuff, and they kind of like had the shape of an expo marker, but you use them to color, and obviously, like I said, they were all scented and stuff, and that's what this one smells like, and it's so like, oh, so nostalgic for me. That's like where my love for like grape soda came from, which is so random, I feel like. I don't know, but it smells so good. I love the vibrant color. This slime is definitely on the wetter side, so it has a ton of sizzles to it, and at least for me, it is really fun to squish. It only has small amounts of residue as well, which I think is very impressive. The only thing that I would say is that it's like teetering on an icy slime and maybe like a wet cloud cream, so I would personally recommend adding a bit more instant snow to it and maybe even dialing back on the water content because it is a bit on the wet side, like kind of more wet than I would say normal, but that's just a personal opinion of mine. You could really leave it just as it is. And I'm going to give this one 4.8 out of 5 pajamas. This is the fourth slime for review, and it is called Solar Slush. It is a butter slime that is scented vanilla. And there was another thing that I wanted to touch on with this one, and you may have seen it with some of the other ones. There is slime around the edges. I would say just be careful when you're putting slime into your containers, because if it kind of like spills over the side and then you put the jar lid on, sometimes it can be difficult to remove the jar, and of course it just looks better if there's not slime all over the outside of the container. The scent on this one is definitely light, but it's a good one. It's not, again, like really a vanilla scent that I've smelled before. It's not exactly bakery and it's not exactly perfumey. It's just kind of pure vanilla almost, maybe like vanilla extract or something like that, but it smells amazing. I absolutely love the colors as well. It definitely reminds me of the sun, which I feel like fits the theme, and mixing it was fun as well. The end color is stunning. Like I say all the time, and I've already said, I'm not a fan of warm colors, but again, this is another one that's really shocked me because I really like the way it looks. The texture is very smooth and buttery, which I like because I don't get a lot of those anymore, so it's really nice to have them every once in a while. Just one of those like clay dense butter slimes that just are so satisfying to squish and spread. I love the add-ins. The charm was adorable, and like little add-ins in like butter slime I think satisfy me the most out of any texture because I like the way that they feel in like a really smooth slime. This slime also inflates and gets really puffy and poofy, and I would say overall it's just a very satisfying texture. And I'm going to give this one 5 out of 5 pajamas. And the last slime for this review is Strawberry Ice Cream. This is a thick and glossy slime with a clay piece, and it is scented like strawberry. To me, this slime smells like a really artificial type of strawberry scent, but I would say in a good way, not like an artificial like a lipstick or something like that, but just artificial strawberry, and I don't really know what else to say about it because there's not really anything to compare it to. The base is clicky and glossy and chewy, and I really liked playing with it. It's definitely one of those ones that I would like unique to have as its own thing and not with a clay piece, because the texture on its own is really good. The sprinkle mix that was with the clay is so cute. I loved it, and the clay piece was absolutely adorable. I like the two colors to it, and the charm is cute. Like, everything about this one pleased me so much. Like, I like the way it looks and everything. Mixing everything together was easy and satisfying, and once it's fully mixed, it turns into a dense and chewy clay slime. It also inflates, and once it does, it has some really crispy bubble pops to it, which is pretty like surprising, I would say, for a clay slime, because they don't usually have like really like crisp sounding bubble pops. They can have loud ones and stuff, but like the crispy ones that you usually get with like glossy slimes and stuff, you don't usually get those, but it was really satisfying. I think that everything about this slime was perfect. The way it looked, the texture, I loved the clay piece, I loved the add-ins. Everything about this one I just absolutely adored. So I am going to give this one 5 out of 5 pajamas. And with that, that is the end of this review, and I really hope you guys enjoyed. Like I mentioned at the beginning, if you would like to check out this shop, the link to it will be in the description down below. And if you made it this far, comment down below which slime out of these was your favorite. Mine was definitely strawberry ice cream. With that, I am signing off, and I will see you guys in the next one.